chance to over his case. Officer Parker. This is a continuance on that. Are you here for a case? Are you here for a case?
The environmental case? Appeal.
Would you stand and have raise your right hand so you can sworn in?
Do you swear or affirm that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You have a picture of this, Mr. Brown?
Yes, sir.
And what do you have to say about this?
What he said is true. And the only thing I have to say about it is y'all was very lenient towards me the last time I came here. And I appreciate what y'all done for me. You gave me 30 days, I believe, to clean everything up. You done that for me. I appreciate what you done for me. And I made an effort. I tried my best to do it. But sometimes when you try your best, it don't happen that way. And as a matter of fact, I went and I do have received. I went and had keys in the main car, the cars that you speaking of like the Honda Civic and those those two in my driveway and my van, those cars. I have had keys made for them. I do have receipts. What I've done for that, I made that estimate out. But somehow I do have a rollback. And my rollback is broke down, and I couldn't move it. In the process now of getting my rollback back, and I was going to move the cars and everything. I've done that, make that happen, but somehow I didn't make it happen. You were right in what y'all were saying. I had no problem with it, but I made one other effort just in case this don't come through. I went and applied for this junk license itself to give me enough time, just in case we wanted to name it, that would work. I applied for this, and I paid for this from the county if it would help. I don't even know whether it would help or not. Give me some time. I'm gonna move the car,
That license will help you in the future, but it won't help you in the past. Because that's already has happened. You understand what I'm saying? This is already has happened. So in the future, that will work fine.
Yeah, right.
But as of right now, that's not going to help.
Well, I'm at your mercy. I'm at your mercy.
Let me ask you one question there, if I may, on your tags.
On my tag?
Yeah.
I have, now, the white truck, I do have a license for the Tesla. I do have a tag that I can prove. I can prove that the white truck, see, it's in the deal. I have a tag for you, the white truck. The rest of them, I don't have a tag, but I do have a tag for the white one. And I'm trying to apply, I'm trying to move forward.
And when was the first citation for you? This year? So,
Yes, sir. I'm with you. Yes, sir. It will. It bring people. It will. It'll be a blessing.
All right, well, we have 30 days. We come back on the next meeting, April 10th. Just so we try to come back. Gracious.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Benjamin Crandle.
I opened the case back in August of last year, when I went out to the property and addressed the concern of the vehicles that were in the yard that are either not tagged, but the tags are out of date. I asked Mr. Crandle at that time about the vehicles, and he explained to me that some needed some work done on them. One of them needed tires on it, I believe. And since then, I've noticed he's aired up the tires on the blue van that you see there. When I went out there today, the tires were flat with the tags of 2004. And there's really nothing that's changed other than the fact that he's moved one of the pickup trucks from in the field to around behind one of the trucks.
To be honest, I moved them all. The van been moved too. The blue van what you're looking at, it wasn't parked right there when you first came the first time. And at the same time, it had tore up rims and tires on it. You know, being co-living, I went and tried to buy me some tires, which wasn't no good, to put on the van because you put pressure on it. I moved the van from where it was. If you see, it was moved over a little further. The truck that you're talking about, the van, all that was parked up here under the tree. All that's pulled back down behind the trees. So yes, I did do that. Okay? And I don't see no reason for buying no tag if you ain't driving the vehicle.
Mr. Crandle, I want to give you a view of what the state has provided for us to go by, the guidelines for us to go by as citizens of Mobile County. And I'm going to read to you, and I'll let you read it if you like. And it says, junk motor vehicle is any vehicle which is partially dismantled, non-operative, wrecked, junked, or discarded, or part thereof. A vehicle will be considered non-operable if it cannot be safely operated, or if it is incapable of being moved under its own power, or may not be legally operated due to a lack of legal requirements, including a current license tag.
If you got to have your legs amputated and you need a wheelchair to roll around in, they ain't gonna dismiss
That
that.
has nothing to do with this.
My car is not junk.
Sir, I'll let you read this. Will you hand that to him?
So I'm
I'll give
here.
him a copy of it before. First time I went out there, I gave him a copy of the junk ordinance.
Okay, excuse me, sir. My name is Pastor. It's written in Benjamin's name. It's Benjamin back there. We own the property together. The vehicle, the truck, the van belongs to me. The truck belongs to me. The roadmaster belongs to me. And is what I want to know. Okay, you just explained this law. Is this a state law? Did you say this is a state law?
It's a county ordinance.
Okay, that's what I want to know. All right, it's a county ordinance, it's not a state law.
Right.
County ordinance. Okay. Let me ask you this. I want to know from this panel, do this panel feel that this county ordinance is violating my basic constitutional rights of privacy? Because I feel that coming 100 yards off the road down in my yard, in a situation like this here, looking at, first of all, it's not junk. You know, I don't need to keep them polished up when I'm not driving. When I get ready to clean them up to drive, I clean them up to drive. But to come back there and to...
Your name is Crandle?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Crandle. Have you read that?
I read that, but it doesn't tell me how far off the road.
Have you read that?
Yes, sir.
And what does it say about a vehicle without a tag? That ordinance right there.
I told her I put a tag on it, but she still said that wasn't gonna make no difference.
Proper
Which
tag.
vehicle?
Huh?
Which tag?
I told you I was
The
gonna
ones
put the
that are
tag.
in question are in the photos and they have out-of-date tags on them. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
Okay. We got antique vehicles sitting there. We got antique vehicles sitting there. These antique vehicles, these antique tags on, is that what you guys are
There's
telling us?
not the ordinance doesn't address antique.
Well, that's what we have. And we
That's what we
want to
got.
keep them. That's what I'm
And we ain't
saying.
trying to get rid
That's
of
not
it.
trying to
They
get
don't
rid
have
of it.
antique tags on them.
Well, listen, Mr. Crandle, because what's in here, we had impasse. You don't want to abide by the law, and we got to uphold the law. And what we're going to do is need this for a more big motion that we uphold the citation and send you down to the county commission and let y'all deal with it. There's nothing we can do because we can only go by what that says. And you have to go by what that says as well as we do.
Okay, the only thing I'm trying to find out is, does this apply to anything? Does it apply to antique? Does an antique vehicle have to have a license plate on it?
As
To be
any,
kept?
as any vehicle.
Any vehicle.
If you read that, you said you read it, it says any vehicle that's non-automobile and does not have a current tag, it's against the law.
So then the law is made in order to, if a person wants to collect vehicles, they have to be
Sir,
operable.
you can take this up with the county commission.
Okay, we need to take it over to county
We
commission.
we can't go with your
Okay,
law.
okay, because you're saying, what you're actually saying in essence, sir, is that in order to own vehicles, they must be operable. If they're not operable, you cannot own them.
You can put them inside of a building, enclosed inside.
Okay, so you're saying that if you want to own some vehicles, you got to put them in a building then? That's what you're saying?
If you're going to keep them and they're not operative, then you're not
You know,
going
get this with the county commission, but we can't.
That is in
We can't have the way you.
Or
want it.
if you're restoring one, you've got 6 months to restore
They
it.
the one making.
Okay, I got about 14 grandchildren. If all of them want to come home and park their vehicles for 6 months, would that be a problem?
If they got first tax on it,
You're making them joke about having private property on
And they
their
run.
property.
they run, they got
their
the
own property.
first tax on them.
They don't make no difference.
Mr. Crandall, we are giving.
Okay, I just need to get an understanding of what invades my privacy is, because I feel like to uphold the law that you guys have for the county is a violation of my basic constitutional law. I think that due process has not been served, because due process says that no law can be violated to uphold a law. And to me, to uphold the law that you guys have in place, you're violating my law, the basic constitutional laws of privacy.
Mr. Crandall,
Yes, sir.
y'all have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all
You
take
too.
that down to the county.
God bless you, sir. I know you guys are trying to do your job. I'm not mad at you personally. I disagree with the system in its entirety.
That's all wrong, my man. My van.
Ain't nothing wrong with my Roadmaster. Ain't nothing wrong with my Thunderbird, but I don't drive them.
County commission, you get them.
I'm gonna take it there too, because I don't have no junk, and I don't appreciate y'all telling me I got no junk.
What they want to hold citation. So, are y'all going to sit down there, do I need to issue a citation?
No, it's going down to
Yeah,
county
yeah,
commission.
it won't.
So we can expect to hear from you guys or what?
You're going to hear from to let you know where to go to see the county commission.
Okay. All right.
Y'all wrong. All of y'all wrong. I don't care what y'all say, y'all wrong. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Y'all
All right.
wrong.
Okay.
End the conversation. All right.
Thank you. All right.
All right, I'm listening to the rest of the meeting if you don't mind. If that ain't illegal.
No, it's not.
All right then. Thank you.
But if you're gonna-
All right, Benny.
Sit in here, you're gonna have to be.
I ain't saying nothing. You the one talking. I'm listening.
Your piece is over. All right,
Understood.
Mr. Parker and Officer Davis. Have a seat.
Yes, sir.
You too, Mr. Crandle. You'll have to sit down and be quiet. Okay, Officer Davis.
As you see in the before picture, the citation was issued February 15th this year. And then the other picture was taken this morning. You can tell there has been some progress made. The pallets and stuff all around the trailer and the boat has been cleaned up. You can tell by the front porch and out by the yard, a lot of that's been cleaned up. And basically the only issue we have at this point, we got this vehicle that's still on right of way. And a little bit more attention on the porch, but progress has been made.
Everything says true, and I've, the reason I haven't gotten all of it taken care of is because, I've had some bad medical problems. I'm on oxygen right now. I go to a bronch specialist. I've had a lot of tests done. I mean, I can give you the number of my doctor and everything. I mean, I have some stuff to verify that, the oxygen and everything. And I haven't been able to do it myself. And every time a family member, is gonna help, they don't show up. And because of my medical condition, I haven't been able to work. And without making money, I've only made half of what I found. Some guys that cleaned it up for me, but I've only been able to gather up half of what I need to pay them to get it cleaned up.
Well, you don't have very much to clean up. Where you gonna transfer your vehicle? Gonna move that?
Yes, sir. I actually, the vehicle,
The tires are locked up on the vehicle.
the reason I couldn't pull it nowhere, it's got disc brakes on the back and they're rusted. And I sprayed stuff on it, some lube stuff or whatever. So I'm gonna try to find somebody with a rollback that can just pull it up on there, and cause see, it's my mother's car. It's not actually in my name. It's my mother's car. She has the title for it. And her father, it was the last thing he bought it for right before he passed away. And she's emotionally attached to it. And that's the only reason we haven't just trashed the car.
Okay. Did you hear what I read on that article?
I understand. Yes, sir.
Do it have a proper tag on it?
No, sir.
Well, okay, if
I understand.
suggest that we give you 30 days, you would have a tag and have that out the way and clean up the rest of
But
it.
if I get it out the way and stored in a building, do I have to have a tag on the seal?
No, if you have stored it inside
Right.
the building, close the doors, that's fine.
Yeah, and the only reason the other side of the porch hadn't been cleaned like I said, I haven't been able to work, and I keep my work stuff up there, and that's a bad neighborhood. This neighborhood's bad, and I try to, those bushes, that's why I kept them kind of high, right? You probably saw the, holly bushes, and I just keep my work stuff right there, because I don't want anybody to steal it.
I got a problem with the trailer and the trucks, man,
Yes,
your
sir.
tools and your boat, utility trailer, you have made a lot of progress in the yard.
And that dump trailer, if you can see, it's halfway full with a lot of trash and stuff. And I'm trying to get everything out of there.
Okay, Mr. Parker, he has suggested and made a motion that we give you 30 days, and you'll be back on April the 10th, and hopefully you'll have this taken care of. Y'all have a good day.
Do we, if it's taken care of, we still come back either way? At the same time, 5:30?
You'll receive a letter.
Oh, we will get a letter? Thank you. Yeah, me too. I dropped 55 pounds in December.
Wow.
I had to go see an oncologist, and he told me I had cancer, and it scared the death out of me. And they had to have all kind of tests, which I'm not going to mention, and violating tests. And luckily, I didn't have that. I had E. coli in my lungs, and it's done damage to my lungs. But thank y'all.
I guess, good luck to you.
Wish you well, man.
Thank you very much.
Roger Polk.
Ms. Johnson is going to be sitting with tonight for Mr. Polk. She is Mr. Polk's, Mr. Polk is her son.
Is he ill?
Yes.
He's ill. And your name is
Dickie Johnson.
Ms. Johnson? Do you see the pictures here?
Oh, yes, I know.
And what do you have to say about this?
I'm thinking it's all getting out of hand. He's already working on it, because I am selling the building and all, and leaving, so all this stuff's got to be done next couple of weeks. Anything he's got around there.
The case was opened last October. October 12th, yes, October. Mr. Polk came to our Operation Clean Sweep that we had in October.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Mr. Polk came to our Operation Clean Sweep and was able to remove a lot of the debris at that time. Ms. Johnson has, it's a building there, it's not actually a house, it's a building that she stays there, and this stuff is behind the building. Actually, he's still, part of the stuff is going to be moved. And like she said, they are in the process of moving. And I will say this, the call came in through the county commissioners. The complaint was made through the commissioner, so, it's in the back of the building, but it is just in the front of the road.
I'm back now. I've been away. I had a stroke. And I just got back in last month. And every time Miss Johnson has went out there and talked to Roger, he always tells me that he's taking care of it, you know. So unless she tells me what's going on, he wasn't telling me anything.
She owns the property, but it's his stuff. Exactly. And at the time, one of her other sons was also living there in the tent on the back of the property. And when I went out there today, the tent's gone and all the contents inside of the little building has been removed.
Yeah, there's been a lot of progress made on it. So, we've been offered a motion there, and I second that motion that we give you 30 days to clear this up, and you come back on April 10th. And you'll hear from
Sounds good.
if not, you're gonna see some Officer Johnson again.
I understand that.
Yeah, yeah.
You too.
All right. Mr. Okay, Mr. John?
I'm still waiting here what the problem is.
Do you have a junk license?
There's not any junk in that yard. If Mr. Parker came down the hill and asked me, I could have showed him. This gray truck right here that's wrecked, that you think is junk, I hit a deer in December. It's still tagged and insured, even though I hit a deer and it's immobile. Because I'm going to pull the motor transmission out before I crush it. I just put a $400 timing chain there. I'm taking the motor out before I crush it. The white Dodge, that's tagged and insured. That black Civic right there, that's tagged and insured. That blue stepside GMC, that's tagged and insured. That gray 700 Ford service truck down there is not tagged and insured. I don't have a CDL. That's my tool truck. It doesn't leave the yard. I work on vehicles in the yard. That silver box you see right there in front of it that you think is junk is a $10,000 Lincoln welding machine. I'm a welder for a living. I use that machine once a week. That's still legal, right? This white Integra right here that you're fussing about, the paperwork's in the truck where I finally got it to get its title on. I had to apply for a lost title, and then the lady had to sign that. If you give me about 5 minutes, I'll go out there and get it. You guys are really reaching. I got 5 acres. You can see in the background, I got 5 acres you can't walk through. There's about a 200-yard dash in the front yard that you can actually see down the hill. And if you drive by doing the speed limit, you can't see down there. You got to stop like you did, get out of the truck to take a picture. You guys are pathetic. Y'all hide behind them little tin badges, and y'all don't want to ask nobody nothing. Y'all want to just jump the gun. If you would have came down the hill, I could have gave you a grand tour. This Civic right here, beside my service truck with a green front end, I drove it up down the road just the other day. I got a motor in the machine shop for it right now. Y'all think everybody's just a bunch of punks. Y'all want to just do what y'all want to do.
We're going to ask that you take your presentation to the city council. I mean, the county commission.
For what? They're all tagged and insured.
You're going to uphold the citation, you take yours to the county commission.
Well, they're all tagged and insured, so I mean, my time and yours. I also said to that man, I'll put a privacy fence up in the front yard if it'll satisfy everybody. He says I can't do that. Now, why can't I put a privacy fence up in my own yard?
You can put a privacy fence up.
Okay, so
You
once
can't-
it's-
You can't hide the stuff behind it.
All that's insured. Do you not speak
If
English?
it's insured, that's great.
It's all tagged and insured. What else, what other requirements do you
And
need?
they run.
And they run. You want me to take you for a ride in each? Everything but that gray Toyota, I'll take you for a ride in each. I'll be more than happy to take you out for a cup of coffee in every vehicle in that yard.
Okay. Well, then those would be legal.
Well, what in there is illegal? Why can I not put a privacy fence up so Mr. Parker don't take it upon himself to stop in the highway, get out, and take a picture of my house? What gives him the right to tell me what I can and can't have? Everything in here falls within the guidelines that that man read.
That's right.
Everything. And you got the nerve to sit there and hide behind these 10 badges like y'all are doing something to protect the people. What you're doing is pissing folks off. I want to know which law actually prevails. She said to the other lady that she's not actually trespassing if she's inspecting, following up on a complaint. Okay, that may be the law. But the law also says that trespassers, if you feel threatened, can be shot. But I'm just saying, which one governs?
I expect the lady.
Well, whatever, whoever it was sitting right here you was talking about.
Me.
Well, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to call you a lady.
It's all right.
The point is, are you trespassing
Yes,
or are you not? Because the law says trespassers can be shot.
Mr. Thorne, have an answer.
So everything falls within the guidelines of the rules.
The county commission, now, that's all we can go by.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. You want me to bring the insurance card in tomorrow?
No, I want you
Every
to
one of those
I want you to
tagged in
take
here.
your case and it's gone to the county commission. Let them know.
What is the case? Everything is within the guidelines that Mr. Parker said.
That's why you got
You
your
get
right
your
to
county
argue with the
commission,
county
that's
commission.
your
There's no
right.
arguing. It's right.
Just tell them that.
You have to tell
It's not
them.
about how somebody show you all the paperwork on it, and I hope you feel like a real dumbass. Because that's what you are. Everything is within the guidelines of what he just said.
That's all.
Is that all that there is?
That's all it is.